How easy is it to make soup? I am going to show you a super easy way to make a roasted veggie soup that you can use when you do the 21-day detox. Here's a great way to do easy soup and maybe using up some of those vegetables in your pantry that maybe they're still good, but maybe they're not great. I'll show you here. So these beautiful peppers, they're sweet peppers, bell peppers, are still good, but they got a little bit of crinkling on the outside. So that, you probably wouldn't want to eat them. Raw, same thing. I've got some tomatoes that are still good, little cherry tomatoes. They're a little bit on the soft side, maybe not as something you want to eat, but you could still use them. So we are going to make a very super easy and quick vegetable soup. So first thing you need is either a casserole dish or some kind of a pot with a lid. Now I am using my Dutch oven. Be careful, make sure there's no plastic on it because the plastic will melt. I'll tell you a story. My grandmother used to have a pot with a plastic, like it was a little handle, and she always put foil on it. Mine is all stainless steel, and I'm going to use that because my casserole dish is full right now. Okay, so we'll put this on the side because we're going to fill it up. So I just collected the veggies that I actually have in my pantry that I can use. So I have some red cabbage that I cut up for juices, and I have a little bit left over. So I'm going to use that. And anything that I'm not using, you don't have to cut it into small chunks. Big chunks is fine. But I'm cutting off some of the stem because my pups love it. They eat that stuff up. So I'm going to keep those cores for my pups to eat. That is a beautiful treat for them. So that's all good. I cut up most of that yesterday. I'm just going to throw it into my casserole. I have my peppers, and all I'm going to do is you have your chambers of the pepper, usually 3 or 4. I'm just going to cut around the stem. This is my hack my mom taught me. Just cut around the stem and all the way down. And then you don't get the seeds in there. I got a little left over here. And you've got all the seeds are contained here, and we can throw the core away. All right. And I basically don't need to do anything more than that. I have my peppers put into my pot. Here's the one that's the crinkly one. The other ones are okay. But I know if I cut them up raw, my kids might not like them too much. I will also give these ones to the dogs because they love peppers too. They love their veggies. All right. And so there's very little waste when you do it this way. I might cut it up just to make it a little smaller. Throw that in there. Gonna add, I have 3 peppers that are good. And so there's the 3 peppers. We have this saying to eat a variety of vegetables and eat the rainbow. And this is definitely all about eating the rainbow. So we have orange and red vegetables, purple, yellow. So we are getting the rainbow here. Throw that in. I have some cauliflower that we bought at the market. So it was not organic, but it was pesticide free. So I bought that. So I'm just going to chop that up and put it in there. Again, we're not being fancy. We're just cubing it. One more. I'll just cut that in half. Throw that in there. I have some broccoli as well. And my dogs love the broccoli stems. So I'm going to leave the stems for my pups. And I'm just going to throw this in. So I got one here that maybe I'll got a little end off. Again, these ones were bought. They're getting to their end of life. They're still okay. I got a couple that look like they should go. Put them away, but the rest of this is good. And I can put the stem in too. Not a big deal. So here now we have our green. So we've got white, yellow, red, orange, green, and I have an onion here. I'm just going to cut this onion. So this is a red onion. You can use Really, it's anything that you have. You can use any vegetables, whatever you have in your pantry or that you've got, it's not a big deal. So I'm gonna peel that onion here. So what I like to do is take the ends of the onion off and then cut it in half, and it makes it easier to peel. And then I'm just going to cut some wedges. Again, I just made 2 chops. If I had a bigger onion, I might make 3. And that's it. I've got my onion. I could put more onion. I have garlic as well. I'm just going to roast the garlic on the side. So what I'm going to do with the garlic is I'm going to cut off the top so you can see all the garlic cloves. I'm going to put this in some, wrap it in foil. Of course, now the garlic is, leaves are, the skins are sticking to my hands. Way to go. All right, so that's it for the chopping board. Oh, I have my cherry tomatoes I'm going to put in here as well. I've got some cherry tomatoes that are still good, but not something my kids or I would like to eat on our salad. Here's my garlic. I'm just going to wrap it up, make a little bouquet out of that, and then put that in the oven just like that. All right, and then I have some spices. I'm going to add on my spices, a little bit of pepper. I am not a big black pepper fan. We are a big garlic fan, so I'm going to add some garlic powder, not salt, but powder. I've got some cumin here. Going to add in some cumin. I'm going to, about a teaspoonish or so. I've got some paprika here that we like paprika now. And I'm just going to add that in. About a teaspoon or so. And I have coriander, which is one of my favorite spices. I never knew I would love coriander, but I love it. Love to use coriander. Get that up. Just gonna throw some in here. I got all my spices. What I'm gonna do is mix them all up. Got a big spoon here. And I'm just gonna mix it up so that the spices are not all sitting on the top, but they blend in. Nothing fancy here. Add a little bit of water, like literally a quarter of a cup to this amount, if that's it. Add my lid. Put this in my preheated oven at 350, along with my garlic, and we're going to come back in about an hour. So we'll see you then. We are back, and it's been maybe an hour, a little more than an hour. Our veggies are soft and ready to go. I can see steam coming out my pan. So let's finish off this super easy soup. And all I'm going to do is take these veggies and put them into my Vitamix, or if you have a high-speed blender, that's the best. You don't have a high-speed blender, you may have to put it in smaller batches, but a high-speed blender can do a lot more. And this is still piping hot. You can see all the rich juices that are going in there too. I missed a couple of things. Most of that is getting in there. Amazing. Got a couple more pieces that I want to get. And there is our base of our soup. Let me put this on the top so we don't burn ourselves. And I have that's my thing. I have my garlic here that we've been roasting in the oven, as well as all of the veggies. And with the garlic, all we're going to do, look at that garlic, is we're going to squeeze it out into our soup. It's still hot. See, and sticky too. So we're going to get that off. I'm just going to push it here so I don't burn myself because it is really hot, but I want to get all that beautiful garlic out. So now that I have the garlic, the last step is to add in some vegetable broth. So I have an organic vegetable broth. Always look at the ingredients to make sure you're getting ingredients that don't have too much. Try and get the pure ingredients. So this one is pretty good. It does have some sugar in it, but it's all organic. You can make your own broth, which is the best if you can, but a lot of us are busy. So I'm going to add in my broth and we'll see how much we need. And all we need to do is power up the blender and we will have a beautiful roasted veggie soup. This one is full to the brim, and you can see, I don't know if you can see the steam rising out. It is. I'm gonna check, you want to make sure it should blend pretty easily because everything is soft. Great. And it is still hot because of the veggies were still hot. So good. I'm loving it. Now you can add some salt if you want. I am working to be sodium free, so I'm not going to. It's still a bit on the thick side. You can thin it out by adding more of the liquid, but we are ready to have a cup of soup. And what a great way to have a beautiful soupy smoothie on your 21-day detox. All right. Hope you enjoy it. You can use any vegetables and any seasonings that you like. It's very versatile and very easy. Bye for now.